Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. We'd like to hear from you. Give us a call at 419-528-TDRK to leave a voicemail, and we just may play it on the show. So your birthday gift to me, which we talked about a couple of episodes ago.
Yes. Have you deployed it?
I've deployed it. Yes, it is the month of December, and over
Saturday
yes.
You engaged
because of the time shifting. People are hearing this a little bit after the fact, but I think what I'm about to say will remain true. Like, it was a funny haha thing when I opened it and I was putting it up. I was like laughing. I was like, how funny is this? I'm doing this. I put the lights around one of my bookshelves, and I hung the stocking up on one of my bookshelves. But I put the Siemens name placard in front of my subwoofer. That'll be fun. And the thing that got me, though, and where it stopped being funny, like it was funny when I was I was like, look at this. I set my dining room table, because
oh, good.
So it had the two placemats and the one plate and the one glass. So I set that opposite of where I sit, because I sit looking out the window.
For homies, so I hear no mo.
and I was sitting down eating breakfast this morning, as you do, and I was looking at that as I was chewing on my bacon, and I got like this profound wave. It was like a high tide of sorrow just came up, and it was around my ankles, and it eventually peaked somewhere right below my ears, and I was like, oh fuck.
Happy birthday, Lonely Christmas.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Kris and Kole Ross.
But like, I'm not like a lonesome person, like I have,
No.
I have not just a tolerance.
I'm not particularly sensitive, but I watch a baby in a basket being ran over by a semi-tractor.
It's a little distressing,
I might not be able to eat the rest of my chalupa. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? This burrito bowl from Chipotle is ruined.
This Chipotle experience is not as advertised.
Do you remember Chipotle's ad campaign? We will run over a baby with a semi-truck.
Put your baby in a basket. We'll run over it.
It was crazy
with our meat truck.
It was crazy. First, let me say this before we go on. This is episode 97 of Those Damn Ross Kids. My name is Kole. You are Kris. Hey, Kris. My senior, the summer between my junior and senior year of high school, I had a buddy who I played Halo with, who had a paper route. And you may remember this, but much like the Office Max like brown paper bag that gives you 20% off of everything,
okay,
they were giving out in the ads for one of those days brown paper bags that got you a free Chipotle burrito. The story writes itself.
It probably just opened up. It was probably like the inaugural weekend. They were just giving away hot flour sacks of meat and rice.
It's so appetizing when you say it that way.
I'm a writer a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm a writer for services and tendered projects of significance.
That's me. No, it's so I guess that story does write its own conclusion in that we never paid for a burrito that summer.
What a summer.
We called it the flowery meat sack summer. The summer.
Summer flowery meat sacks.
Just bouncing off our tummies. Yeah.
Oh,
I think the statute of limitations is up on that. It's been 10 years.
Has it been that long?
Not really. It's been like 9 or so.
Well, close enough.
Yeah, it's basically been 40 years.
Basically, you're basically dead now. You've basically seen it all.
Welcome to this comedy ghost cast. I'm Cole. That was stupid. I'm sorry. I'm going to
Are you apologizing in
that.
general or for that?
that one thing, but you can.
No.
We can take that and sample it.
Put that on a hot button.
You
need to throw that up on the board number 1.
Okay, so let's bind this macro of Cole saying I'm so sorry to the space bar.
I'm sorry for that.
I am so sorry. That was stupid. Step number 2 is a quote from The Big Lebowski, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, free burrito summer.
You put me on there. I guess. Why are you telling me this?
I don't know if we've ever boiled down to the core of what this show is about. Like last week, I got to it a little bit by saying that so much of where the tension in this show comes from is to a large degree, I think, us struggling to get to comprehend what's happening in the world around us. You know, it just kind of like
the
putting
Oklahoma
ourselves...
City bombing was in '94. I think we understand it now. We don't need to wrap our brains around it.
All makes.
I mean, the guy just drove the truck up.
Okay. So.
Sorry, 168 people died.
People died, Chris.
Yeah,
most of them children.
Really?
Yeah. What's funny is before, so people who are into conspiracy theories, they tend to jump from tragedy to tragedy.
You make a tragedy by making the wrong decision.
I guess.
Like blowing up a daycare at night.
Well, that's just to send a message.
Okay.
But
guess you're calling off sick.
I suppose. See, that's one of the conspiracy theories, was that all the government agents or something called off sick. I've heard that all the Jews called off sick. I also heard that one repurposed for 9/11 or something for truthers,
No, I thought about if you in a scenario where you were trying to take a vacation the same time as someone else. and so they got their form turned in before you, so you decided to bomb their daycare in order to make the person use their vacation and so you could get the vacation you wanted.
Jesus Christ.
And that's why I bombed it. No,
that's fucked up. The world's fucked. But I guess what I'm saying is I'm just wondering what the next bait. We've gotten a lot of mileage off of Obama, right? But I'm just wondering after that vein runs dry, after we've properly mined that, what's going to be next in terms of conspiracy. You know what I'm going to say, Chris?
No.
Cost of groceries.
You think so?
Why the fuck does orange juice cost $3?
I don't know.
But meat is cheap.
Not really. Meat's gone way up in price.
Chris,
you can buy a decent bait child for less than
bait child for hunting the infamous peed shark.
Sure.
But
it's like toddler chum.
Toddler chum.
I understand why it comes in a can. You either got to crank it open or use the pop and then make the air. It's weird. Toddler chum. For the peach shark.
For the peach shark.
For the pedo shark. Peach shark implies some sort of chemo doll that's the shape of a shark, which is not real.
What's a chemo doll?
A chemo doll is like a doll that kids squeeze while they're dying of cancer.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Is this Is this the well? It's actually kind of cool because kids derive like their body image and their social and their social roles from the things that they play with, right? So like a young black kid who grows up in a world of perfect Aryan Barbies will feel like an outsider, right? And so this is like a way to normify what the kid is going through by saying, "Here, have this sad doll," and something
a thick little black girl who plays with Tonka toys. Soon grows up to have dumps like a truck.
Jesus. But anyway,
sorry,
that's fine.
That was less stupid than what Kole said.
A little bit, but no, that. My explanation actually illuminated what that is, whereas yours just made me really, really sad.
Which part?
All of it.
That's what I do.
The doll that the kid holds while it dies of cancer. Maybe saying stuff like that isn't, great.
Wow.
Well,
What are you going to do?
Jerk off with glue.
I can't babysit you. I can't make things like less impactful.
No, you don't have to put on kid gloves.
Oh, I thought you were going to say airs.
Chris, if you're not going to put on airs, I don't want you around me. Okay.
If you're going to make instant grits, I don't want to eat breakfast with you. But there's overprotective, and then there's someone get child protective services on the phone.
Right.
A New York City dad who showed up at his daughter's high school swinging a chain and a padlock in the air while yelling, "Who's fucking my daughter?"
What kind of school is this?
This was a school, just a high school.
It was a school for the deaf.
It was a school for the deaf. He was wearing vibrating shoes and had an anger light strapped to his chest. That the light would grow tenser
with his blood pressure.
With his blood pressure, as he wanted to know.
That is.
You might know that. So anyway, Michael Kanai, let's just say that because his name ends in 2 eyes, was arrested after he showed up at his daughter's high school at 9 a.m, like second period. Hey, did you see your dad in second period? He was swinging a chain like the Grim Reaper might.
These people need to get their mythology right. The Grim Reaper uses a scythe.
Yeah, but not in hallways. You ever tried to wield a... No, you haven't. Never planned that sort of scenario, I'm sure.
No.
But they said he was...
I've played video games where it's happened. You want a thrusting weapon.
A lot of things have happened in video games you never experienced. He was yelling and complaining that his daughter was smoking weed and not listening to him. He said he wanted the school to do something about that.
Make my daughter obey me.
He was swinging the chain, screaming, "I'm going to fuck you all up." He threatened to fight 2 students, several security guards, and the principal of the school. When one of the students made a smart comment, he chased him down the street. Not surprisingly, the daughter now lives with her mother. He was charged with possession of a weapon, menacing, and pot possession.
My daughter's smoking my weed and sleeping around on me.
But that's probably it. Why is this guy here? He's really, really upset. Someone's banging his kid and smoking the weed.
Oh, man. Chris, do you want to know what I think happened? An unemployed defense worker, frustrated with the various flaws he sees in society, begins to psychotically and violently lash out against them.
I'm going home.
Thank you. Wait a minute. I'm the bad guy? As I swing this chain around.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
Going home.
God damn it. Pendergrass was just about to retire.
Sure.
Yeah.
They all were.
That's a fucking good movie.
I'm too old for this shit.
That's a good movie. I like that movie.
I own it.
That's great. You own it on VHS, don't you?
No, I used to. Now I own it on a dual-sided DVD.
Oh,
one for 4:3, one for 16:9.
Yeah, I that's weird. I watched it in 16:9. It was on Netflix. No, I watched it. It was on Netflix streaming in 4:3, which is odd.
I watched it in 4:3, but then I letterboxed while I did it.
I perfect darked it. I took some cardboard and I put it at the top of the screen in order to force widescreen.
No, I melted the DVD and poured it in my N64. I gotcha.
I perfect darked it. But you had to have the RAM expansion chip. Fucking right? Nintendo bleeding me dry, just because I want to play Majora's Mask. Fuck you.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Sorry,
I dipped out right around that time.
Right around that time. That was N64.
Yeah,
it made
I played it.
It made Rogue Squadron run better. But
I don't know what that is. Is that the thing you jammed in the bottom of it to make Cole a better person? To make
that electric prod
system better? You put in the bottom, or you opened up a little hatch on the top and jammed it in?
Yeah, you opened up a little hatch on the top. It was like a red thing, and you popped it. You replaced what was in there, and it gave it more memory.
Okay.
Certain games required it,
so they knew they were going to fuck you. That's why they engineered it in there.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So, Chris, this is old news, but do you know who Nadia Suleiman is?
She is Octomom.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
So here's the thing. She starred in a pornography. Okay. An adult feature. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. It was directed by J-Rock.
I think she did. Yeah.
Did you know that Octomom was in a porn with the guy who played J-Rock on Trailer Park Boys? It was fucked up. Okay, so like
holding each wing of her labia to like her knees. Yeah, I gotcha.
Jesus, each wing waiting for a gust so she could like sail to the next township. No, so.
As flicks them in the middle and they roll up like snap bracelets.
But so okay, time to put in the sound effects. I am so sorry. That was stupid. I don't know why you're telling me this. No. Okay, so the porn industry, Chris, I think has a laudable and let's say exemplary lack of creativity. Like the extent to which they will say the first thing that comes to their mind and make the easiest joke almost rivals us.
Oh, wow.
So
I think you know where we're heading.
So if I were, if I were the director who was tapped to helm the Octomom pornography, I would probably do something like, okay, she had 8 people come out of her, boom, 8 people go back in her. Octoslut or something like that. I'm not sure. That's what I would do. Just 8 dudes running a train on this woman who's desperate for attention. Instead, what they did was they made a film. Let me look up the exact title here. Yes, Octomom's Home Alone, or rather, Octomom Home Alone. They only were able to get a Joe Pesci lookalike. Daniel Stern was present.
They did not. Nobody fucked her in that.
No, she was home alone.
It was all solo masturbation.
Yes. She's been nominated for 4 Adult Film Awards, or AVN, rather.
Yeah.
Yes, which stands for Adult Video News. Yes. Best Celebrity Sex Tape. Doesn't a sex tape have to be made like gorilla style?
I don't think so. I think
it
could just be an Octomom.
Best Solo Release, which doesn't stand for the work that,
Which kind of is more apropos of what's going on there.
Best Marketing Campaign. Are you famous? Will you be naked on camera? Okay. And Best DVD Extras. It had subtitles.
It had subtitles.
No. So I'm looking at a picture of her, and it's
Horrific.
I'm not the kind of person who is uncharitable enough to poke fun at the person's appearance. You know, like just like whatever. You know, just don't want to do to somebody what I wouldn't want done to me. You know, it's like something, especially with a woman, it can be used as as a kind of vaguely misogynist gesture to say, oh, she doesn't live up to my standard of beauty, so therefore she must be worthless. I don't want to be that person, etc., etc. So with all of those caveats, I want to tell her, maybe cool it on the collagen injections on the lips. You know what? Sometimes DSL is just for your internet connection, not for, dong sucking lips. See, I classed it up.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a picture of Jocelyn Wildenstein? She is a woman. She is a socialite, an aristocrat. One of Robert Loja's aristocrats.
She fucking killed herself, didn't she?
Did she?
Yeah, that's the Catwoman.
Yeah, it's the Catwoman.
Yeah, it's dead.
No.
Yep. Cross her out of the church directory. She's fucking dead.
Cross her. So yes, this is the Catwoman. She spent nearly 2 million. I don't know what that currency symbol is. Euros, maybe
Denali's.
francs. Yeah, 2 million rupees.
2 million Donato's pizzas.
2 million Donato's pizzas. To make herself look like a big cat in order to please her husband. So she, got addicted to plastic surgery, and she looks like some kind of monster.
There was one way for it to end, or maybe two. Check out your chat in the Skype box.
You're making me go to a whole different computer. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were that complicated.
Chris, nothing about me is simple.
Wow.
So I see one story. Do you want to illuminate what's happening here?
What's the one story?
So that's what happens when you offer blowjobs in exchange for chicken McNuggets.
See, it used to be, before Forrest Gump ruined the bench, that they would have these Ronald McDonald and a fiberglass Ronald McDonalds that sat on benches and had their arm around you for, like, I'm sure, photo ops.
Yeah.
And
to feel
and
loved.
In that particular photo op, it looks like Kim Kardashian is blowing Ronald McDonald.
Is that Kim Kardashian?
So, well, it kind of looks like her. Look at the buttocks.
That's I don't know who's that.
Yeah, she's Bruce Jenner's molester. No, what's the name of it? Kris Jenner, the mom. Anyway, she married Chris Humphries. Now she's begging Kanye West. Long black hair, kind of a big butt.
Okay.
Hooker boots. Yeah, she's passed out in the lap of this fiberglass, Mickey D.
Yeah, her name is Khadija Bashir.
Oh, really?
Yeah, according to the article that you sent me.
Oh, all those words are fake. The picture's the only thing that's real.
Yeah. So what does that have to do with Cat Lady?
I don't know. I mean, life can end one way or another.
She's not dead. It's not in her Wikipedia article.
Yeah, she's dead.
Is she?
Oh, long dead. Been dead for a long time.
Huh.
Killed herself. Didn't get curb stomped on a fiberglass Mickey D dick, but
Jesus.
It's different.
Anyway.
Yeah. Jocelyn takes her. Oh, wait. Never mind.
You pulled the
her life seriously. Maybe she's alive.
Takes her. Masterful.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
Can you close your eyes?
Okay.
Take a deep breath. You're peacefully falling asleep.
Gotta release this breath.
Yeah.
Okay. You're peacefully passing out.
Do you feel that panic? That's nothing compared to the sudden bomb going off in your head.
What?
It's called exploding head syndrome.
Oh, we've talked about this.
When a sudden and incredibly loud noise comes from within your head.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to know is, what about the intense feeling of your legs jumping? Or your arm jumping? Or falling?
Isn't that like restless leg or something?
Or like sleep coming.
Chris, that's just a nocturnal emission. It's a natural part of growing up.
Yeah.
You just bury your sheets and you get on with life.
Absolutely. Or like doze pooping.
Is that where you fall asleep on the toilet?
Or nap peeing.
Okay.
Like, what don't we do in our sleep? Aside from sleep, what are we not doing?
I don't know. I think that people have run the gamut. I've never heard of like people like doing surgery while asleep. I mean, I've heard of people having surgery done on them while they're asleep. I don't believe in that. I think you have to look the person who's cutting you square in the eye with nothing but a belt of whiskey and a strap of leather to bite onto so you don't swallow your tongue.
I mean, really?
That's how a man does it.
I just hear this voice telling me that I'm going to eat, shoot, cum. And
Are you okay?
I don't even know. Like I'm gonna clean my weapon while I shit and poop and sleep and cum. It's gonna be a bloody mess.
Jesus. That's
and all
upsetting.
this stems from an article about about weird things we do in our sleep. But really, why can't we just sleep?
I don't know. Like
if we were curled up in a cave, and we got a fire and we sleep. You sleep because you're out of energy.
Well,
all this stems from the fact that we retire with too much left in the tank.
Well, no. Like even more basic than that. We retire, with the lights still on.
And yet we do it while saying, I'm too old for this shit.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think we lost the thread a while ago. But
no, seriously, why now do we do this?
I think we've always done it. It's the availability heuristic, It's
if you wandered out of the cave, and the night seekers were coming, why? I don't think we always did this. I think that this is new.
Well, I mean, if we wandered out of the cave, we would have been naturally selected away. I mean, natural evolution stopped a while ago,
Oh, fuck. That's something a coworker shared with me this week.
What?
That he saw a show, and I didn't look this up because I don't vet what I say here. But that the reason that we as human beings have so many problems with ourselves in every way is that through the course of evolutionary history, we have continuously figured out how to make people live longer.
Mm-hmm.
Granny pods,
exactly.
if you will. And that because of this, people get the opportunity to reproduce, where if they didn't have those problems, they would have maybe died prior to the ability to reproduce, thus passing on their genetic inadequacy.
I mean, that's...
Whereas if you didn't save them, they would have died and not had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. I mean, we used to be a race of people who, unanimously could outrun lions because that's what you had to do to live. And then once we developed guns, we didn't have to outrun lions. So those people became fewer and fewer as we leaned on this evolutionary crutch.
So blame it on the blacks?
No, don't blame anything. They're fine people. But it's one of those this is a dangerous line of thought because It leads to social Darwinism, which leads to eugenics, which leads to Nazi Germany. Do you dig?
But the gay men love tigers.
What?
The gay men love tigers?
I saw a headline when I was looking for news. First off, news sites, when I look for local news, don't tell me about the Queen of England being pregnant or something. I like that's by definition not local. Second off, I saw a headline that was too absurd for me to investigate, which was Tiger kills tiger at zoo.
Well, yeah, that's tiger on tiger violence.
It's on the rise.
They talked about it during the election.
Chris, what's the most expensive gift in the 12 Nights of Christmas?
Oh, we did this last year.
Did we?
Yeah.
God, we're eating our own tails here. No, so okay, so the
you did. I don't know. Probably 11 ladies dancing.
Close. That is due to our laws.
11 Thai lady boys dancing. Shit.
You have to pay them to stop.
Buy you a forest of pear trees.
Jeez.
Greedy bitch.
Good Lord. 11 Ladies Dancing comes in at number 2 at $6,294.03.
Worth every penny. Read the cup.
Yep. No. I take it to heart as I stare at it while chewing on my eggs, just contemplating the silence around me. That's a lie. I never have silence. I always have podcasts going because I can't stand to be alone with my thoughts. Check the doors.
I don't like to be alone with them either.
Check the locks. Check the stove, kids.
Boom.
Repeat.
What was that?
Check the locks. Check the stove. Repeat.
Because it's butt play time.
It's butt play time. No, the most expensive is the what is that? Something 7 swans a swimming?
Really?
Yes. At $7,000. Now, that factors in the fact that swans mate for life, so you have to buy 8 of them with 1 as a spare, and you also have to buy them a kiddie pool to swim in. The cheapest is the 2 turtle doves, which are $125, which makes sense because doves are pigeons, or pigeons are doves, or something like that. Did you know that pigeons are actually rock cave doves? And
pigeons make me rock hard. Interestingly enough.
Just a fun fact about me. This is who I am.
Cole Ross.
Cole's,
pigeons make him rock hard.
Cole's favorite sound?
Ducks make him overly affectionate.
No, $125 for the 2 turtle doves.
Every year.
Now, this is actually something. This is bullshit. Because okay, so what I'm giving are the actual, or I guess not the actual, something or other. But this actually is put out by PNC Bank, okay, which is a Pittsburgh bank. They're relatively big. They call it the Christmas Price Index. And they say
they bought banks here in Ohio.
Yeah, no, they're everywhere down here. But they say it will cost you over $107,000 if you were to buy all those things. However, NBCnews.com went out and figured out that if you bought these birds online and had like swans and geese, drop shipped to you,
okay,
it would actually like cost less than that. It would cost about a quarter of that. So they like this Pittsburgh-based bank was saying, like, if you bought these from the local aviary, what would these birds cost you?
Well, locally sourced.
Locally sourced. I'm a locavore. Chris, I'm a locavore. which means I only eat crazy things.
Absolutely.
No. So pigeons are rock cave doves, and they thrive in cities because they are attuned to live in rocky cliffs, and buildings are actually, think about it, big rocky cliffs, right?
Yeah, essentially. Sure.
Think about it.
And there's lots of French fries and stuff.
Fun. Oh man. Oh, okay. So I lied about this. Apparently, like this graphic that I'm looking at, Chris, this infographic from PNC Bank, it says that in order to get the maids a milking, that's only $58 to get.
Well, sure, that's Amish.
They don't understand money. they gave up all their land in Pennsylvania for a couple of glass beads.
Did they really?
Yeah. To the French.
This is odd.
What is?
Oh, I'm just reading articles. 3 telltale signs your online girlfriend is a scam.
Okay, can you tell me? She asks you for money? Is that
well,
one?
Number 1A is if you show up at the airport to meet her, and instead you have arrived in a foreign country where a man has a gun to you, telling you if you don't return with a suitcase full of cocaine.
You know, the first 5 times
they will sodomize and kill your online girlfriend, so you do it. And you happen to be a 68-year-old University of North Carolina physics and astronomy professor named Paul Frampton. That's what happened to this guy.
Oh,
he thought that he was going to Buenos Aires, Argentina, to meet a busty Latina glasses, and it turns out he was coerced into returning with a I don't know, just like an Acme-sized suitcase full of tooth.
What'd you call it?
An Acme-sized suitcase full of tooth.
What's toot?
Cocaine.
I don't get it.
Toot. You know, get going. Toot.
Just a bump.
Bump. Toot.
just a bump. So
yeah. So anyway, they say, hey, if your girlfriend's photo is splashed all over the internet,
yeah,
as in stock image.
Well, no. Do you know how
a woman smiling at you while wearing a Bluetooth headset? Do you work at a waterproofing site?
a woman who is staring up at the camera and she's like standing in a reflective pool.
So that's weird. That
crazy.
office could be anywhere.
Wow,
that's totally without identity.
Well, okay, so it's a couple of women shaking a hand. Okay, first off, like stop making your Facebook photo like a picture of you and your significant other. That's like fucking depressing. Like, don't do that.
Why are
like,
you guys laughing on a picnic blanket?
God. Oh, you know, it should be a straight on picture of your face so people can recognize you after you're dead.
Sure.
What's that?
No. I mean, like, I prefer a straight on photo of my face with like bruises and cuts, like Uday was saying. But I'm sure the world will know me.
Yeah. So
like a bombed out carcass.
My bombed out carcass. No, second off, stop making your online representative picture. I'm not gonna. It can be Twitter. It can be whatever. Like a picture of you with somebody else, so that way you can't tell. Like, you know, like who the actual person is.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah. Don't tag.
Don't tag. Don't.
What's the mouse over thing? Or like the names pop up?
That's tagging. I think that's tagging.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't play the game.
Do you want to know how you solve this problem? Like how legit how you figure this out? Like
bomb the internet.
You Fight Club the internet. You found me at a strange time in my life. He says with an Acme-sized suitcase of toot.
Putting on Put on a spelunking hat, get your backpack a toot, and go looking for the cord. Yank it.
Yeah.
Yank it where it meets the internet wall feed.
No, it's a website called Tin Eye.
Get a crowbar and disconnect.
We're done here. Internet over.
I don't know.
Internet over.
Hey, your internet girlfriend is asking for favors as number 2. And not on Kickstarter. Way to go, list maker.
Oh, you certainly made that topical.
No, that's what it says in the list. Yeah.
No, I assume that.
Whoa, buddy! What's this personal attack about?
For these 97 episodes, I've assumed that whenever we talk about somebody, they are listening to us when we say those things.
Oh, you were talking about me.
No,
and the number one thing is you've never met your internet girlfriend.
That would be a big one.
This bitch you've never met is asking you for favors. And she seems a lot like the same person as someone you see all over the internet. Chances are you're probably going to put coke in your butt.
Amen. Are we done here?
Oh, I have stories. Wow, there's tons. There's a man who got a ticket after he ran himself over. There's somebody who went blind from vodka and woke up and they were healed by whiskey. They're extending school days by school hours by 300 in 2013. They're going to make the kids get smarter. The key to hypocrisy is the fact that the U.S. cannot buy any sort of snake anti-venom for snakes in Afghanistan unless they buy it from Iran, so they do. The IRS has taken all of Lindsay Lohan's money.
This is the digest version of the podcast.
This is sick and sad. Zurich has solved their prostitution problem with drive-in sex pods, fully equipped with panic buttons.
A drive-in sex bouncy
And
castle?
lastly, North Korea says that they found a unicorn lair.
I read that story.
How do they know? Because there's a rectangular rock carved with the words unicorn lair sitting outside.
This has been TDRK Digest.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
So, Chris, what can they do?
Look all that up. Not enough time in the day. Not enough time tonight. Just look at the title, and if there's a rock outside your podcast with TDRK carved in it, tell a friend.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if that rock was iTunes, what could they do on it?
They could leave a comment or post a review.
Or
strike that, reverse it.
And if that rock was Amazon,
they could go to Duckfeed.tv, click on the tip jar, where they would click through and take their normal purchases that they would conduct through Amazon. And that will give us a little cut. And by us, I mean you. And by you, I mean Duckfeed.tv, so that you can propagate your message online and through your other podcasts where you talk about things that I'm really not at all interested in and don't listen to.
Quite frankly, it's just because you're not involved.
And quite frankly, I detest due to my exclusion. Yes.
But I think.
But anyway, you can do that. You can call us and leave us a voicemail at 419-528-TDRK, where we will listen to it. And if you say you'd like to be played on the show, well, we'll probably play you on the show because we haven't had one in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be our fat chick. Leave a message.
Do those things.
Talk to you later.
Good night, unicorns.
Bye.
That's a unicorn sound. That was stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess. Why are you telling me this?